All right, we are live. We are live. What's going on, everybody? This is Deck Play Tone with another live stream. Thank you to everybody for all your support, all your viewership, all your fellowship, all that cool stuff. I really appreciate that, guys. Really appreciate that, guys. All right. So in this live stream, all right, we're gonna talk about keeping it 100% real, 1000% real. As we enlist in the Navy and stuff like that. All right. Only thing I ever wanted was somebody to just keep it 100% with me. All right. I wanted to know what should I expect. What should I expect? All right. The unknowns, all this stuff, things that I never knew until later. All right. And it just hit me like a brick. So like a sock with rocks in it or something like that. It hit me and I said, damn, this is what it's all about. So I'm doing this video because I want you guys to know what exactly to expect. I'm gonna keep it 100% real. All right, no judgment. All right, let me take a look at my comments and stuff like that. Hey, shout out to you, Jacob. Of course, my Knicks came through, man. They always come through, man. What you talking about? All right, all right. Enough of that stuff, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to the Knicks. Thank you for the Knicks coming and doing what they had to do, man. All right. All right, what's one thing that challenged your integrity in boot camp? All right, before we get started, I answer a couple questions. All right, one thing that challenged my integrity in boot camp. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna be dead real. It was the not hurting people. It was a lot of like slick talkers in boot camp, man. A whole bunch of people. Everybody in boot camp, they just got this life where they came from some really crazy environment. They was like the baddest guy in the neighborhood, and a lot of people would like to try you. It was hard not to fight and put hands on people in boot camp at nighttime. So that's what challenged my integrity. What about you, Jacob? Let me hear. Hey, that's a good question starting off by Jacob. Shout out to all you guys joining the stream and stuff. Before we get to it, all right, let's keep it real with that stuff too. What's one thing that challenged your integrity in boot camp? Jacob brought up a good question. Um, Put that in the comments, and as I go through the content and stuff like that, we're gonna touch that again. Max C, shout out to you. Thank you for joining the stream, my friend. All right, you retired in 2002 after 32 years. Good Lord, missed very little of it. I know one thing you did miss. You missed the people 100%. I bet you missed the people. All right, because I always miss the people, and I miss every single one of you guys. All right. So let's go on. All right, we're gonna talk about some of this stuff. All right, the first thing that we're gonna talk about. I like to talk about dollars and cents all the time. So that's the first thing we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about this money game. All right. Now, first up is your pay. Your pay don't look like a lot of money, right? Never looks like a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk on that. Now check this out. You got check the Navy website out, right? You guys seen the Navy website before, right? Navy website. They talking about enrich your life. They talking about paid housing. They talking about all this stuff, right? All these paid allowances and stuff like that. And all right, the thing that they put up last year with all the salaries and all that stuff, that was a little bit deceiving. On the surface, it looked so, right? But the more and more I've looked into it, like, all right, somebody pay, it really don't tell the whole picture. For instance, right, I'll pull up this pay table real quick. All right, so this pay table, if you guys can see this pay table, here, let me put it up so you guys can see it a little bit better. All right, I might need to zoom in for a bit. All right, so this pay table, let's say you join in, and you join in at like the E3 level. All right, you do that, boom. That's all right, if I do quick math, that's 2377 and 50, right? If I'm doing that and then we do, let's see how much, if you do that per year, you're gonna make about 28,053, right? 28,530 dollars per year. All right, so check this out. All right, that's definitely how much you would make. I know because I did some research on it. All right, can you guys see that? So that's how much you would be making with that. And it seems like, damn, that's not really a lot of money. But the thing that people don't factor in, that's why it's important to know your resources and stuff like that. All right, can you guys see this right here? All right, if you guys can see this right here, I like going to Military One Source. Right, that's one of my favorite websites to go to. Right, and I know different Navy resource websites, but this one is a nice visual one. All right, if you taking, I mean, if you looking at this website, let me zoom in a little bit. Take a look at the basic pay charts and all of this stuff, right? When it comes to compensation, all this stuff, that's super important information for you, right? One thing people don't consider, people don't factor this stuff in, is the BH, right? If you get the BH, long story short, if you have a wife, husband, or whatever, if you have kids, you're gonna get BH. So that's more money, right? So for me, I get BH plus I get my basic pay. My basic pay is somewhere. All right, this is like based on my rate and stuff like that. Rank. My basic pay is somewhere around where we at? Yeah, where we at? Hold up. It's somewhere around. Damn, where is it? Somewhere around this area right here, right? And 5 Gs per month. Do you think that that's the only thing I'm getting per month? I mean, if you thought that, I mean, you'd be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because I get VH and I get other pays. So, all right, let's go back to that for a moment, see what I'm talking about a little bit. All right, so if we talk about VH, right, basic housing allowance and stuff like that, all right, you get that, right? You get your basic subsistence and stuff like that. Then you get other allowances, and that's where it get really, 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 really super crazy for you guys. All right, zoom in on that more. All right, other allowance, the basic needs allowance that just came up. That's for more people that, really for more people that make a least amount of money. Get your clothing allowance every year. That joint, it feel good when you hit that. Most people don't take that clothing allowance and buy uniforms and stuff. You get COLA depending on where you're from. DLA, people don't talk about that, right? All these other allowances and stuff, when you factor that into your daily income or your yearly income, honestly, it's a lot more than what's on the pay chart. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, so that's why I say your pay doesn't look like a lot of money. It truly don't. You know what I'm saying? But once you factor in that, I'm telling you, like you could sit down one day and take a calculator and put the amount of money like that you're getting in your bank account, and it'll be more than what's on that pay chart. I guarantee you that. But anyway, um, your military pay, it doesn't look like a lot of money, but it's more than you think. It don't seem like a lot of money for military members. This is why they don't be budgeting their money, man. I mean, I tell you, more civilians budget their money than military members do. So what military members do, and I see this all the time. Some of my sailors do all the time. They get paid. First thing they do, they go crazy on their money. You know what I'm saying? Like buying like lunch after lunch after lunch after lunch. That's cool. You could do that, but I mean, if you don't budget your money for it, then trust me, you're gonna be having a whole lot of week left and a little bit of money left. You know what I'm saying? So I see military members don't budget their money, or at least I don't know other branches, but Navy members, they don't budget their money, and then they be living way beyond their means and stuff like that. Like my last video I put up Navy Federal, right? But that Navy Federal account thing, a lot of people don't be utilizing Navy Federal. You know what I'm saying? At least the resources in Navy Federal, and so they be running out of money real fast. Yo, honestly, if you work with Navy Federal will put more money in pockets, guaranteed. Yo, Navy Federal has put so much more money in my pocket from just going in the bank, not knowing what the hell's going on, asking somebody questions, and them putting me on game. A lot of military members don't do that. So in the end, they pay don't be looking like a lot of money. What is that? Okay, hold up. My alarm going off. All right, yeah. So now let me go to comments and then I'm gonna go for the next one. This next one, yo, it's so invasive. It's so, I mean, it's so surprising. It's so everything, but it's something that everybody deal with. Let me turn my music down a little. I feel like this music kind of loud. All right, let me touch this right here. All right, Jacob Maxi said, all right, the guys circle with 70s, 80s were very different from the early 2000s, the heydays, or in the mid 80s. Yeah, that's true. I mean, but you know, times change, man. Times change. People change. But I'm sure when you were younger, you were saying the same thing, you know, and you know, I say the same thing, but like, you know, it's always, you know, everybody is always going to be different. You know, it's nothing new under the sun, though. Things recycle, people recycle, military members recycle. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. All right, before I go on to my next one, that's a pretty eat thy turtles. Hey man, glad to catch one of your screens. You headed to MEPS? All right, you headed to MEPS tomorrow on a Sunday? Oh Lord have mercy, man. I'm gonna pray for you, man. All right, you go on to MEPS on Sunday, man. Good congratulations for one, and then good luck. What are you going for? What's your rate that you're going for? And who is this? Ryan, what's up, man? Ryan, what's up, bro? How you doing? Which Ryan is this? Is this RJ Ryan Jander? What's up, man? Hey, but Turtles, let me know where you going. Let me know what time you going, and good luck to you, my friend. All right. Jacob says, "Will join in Navy would debt be difficult? I had student loans and a few grand on Navy Federal credit card. A few grand. I mean, what's a few grand? Like 30,000? Well, I don't want your business and stuff like that out there, but no, it's not difficult, man. It's not good." Yo, hey, we gotta link up, bro. I know you've been busy, but we gotta link up. We gotta put something together. You know what I mean? We really have to put something together. All right. Oh yeah. Hey, and I'm gonna touch on something else about the pay a little bit later. I'm gonna share something else that I forgot to mention, but it's super important, especially for you guys coming in. All right. So Jacob Hill. No. I mean, well, damn. I mean, don't put your whole shit out there, but I will say no. I mean, it won't be difficult, but you definitely do have to like disclose that type of information to your recruiters and stuff like that. But then I got something for that later on too. All right, for that stream. I mean, for this stream, I got something for what you're talking about right now. All right. So just stand by, man. I'm gonna get more on it. All right. I want to go back to the content for a little bit. All right. So for this one, man, I'll tell you, this is invasive. It's surprising and it was unexpected to me. You know what I'm saying? To me. But it's something to talk about. All right, you get checked for your weight, your height, your level of fitness is always checked. I'm telling you right now, man, it's always checked. Like so yearly you do a PRT and stuff like that. And that's cool. You know, everybody do a PRT, right? Fitness test, whatever. But they don't really tell you, like they really be on your weight. You know what I'm saying? They really be on your weight. You like those Doritos? You like eating fried chicken all the time? All right, cool. That's fine. That's cool. But at the end of the day, when it comes time for your annual fitness assessment, if you don't cut the weight, man, listen, you got to lift up your shirt. They're gonna have to tape you, all that stuff. Yo, I remember the first time I got taped, and me, you can see me. I'm not, you know, I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? I usually around 205 pounds, right? But my height and my weight, my max was like 206 pounds, right? According to Navy, that's supposed to be overweight. If you like 6'1", because I'm 6'1", 206 pounds is my limit. I can't go past that. If I do, it's a wrap. All right, so I get on the scale, it's 207 pounds. They're like, oh, Chief, we gotta weigh you. And I'm like, really? I mean, come on, man. Look at me. I mean, so yeah, they did the whole weight taping thing, and I'm just like, damn, man, this is crazy. They taped me. They going crazy, and I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, imagine that. I mean, I can only imagine how the person feels that's not taking care of themselves, that's not taking care of their weight at all. You know what I'm saying? They got the crazy stomach, you know, the titties or whatever, and then I'm talking about a guy, by the way, right? And then they go and they get, you know, they get taped up and stuff. You know, they fail the weight assessment and stuff like that. You know, they wrapping them up. And when I see the guys doing it, I be feeling sorry for them because it be some real guys. Like, they be coming in there, stepping on the scale. They know they're going to fail, so they get taped. And then they be sucking in. They're like sucking in everything, trying to pass the neck measurement stuff. And you already know they're going to fail. And it's like, damn, man. And they do this every year. And then let's not even get started about the fitness test. The fitness test, I got to tell you, I'm in shape. I mean, I passed the fitness test every year. I've never failed it, but I hate taking the fitness test every year. And I feel like I'm going to fail it every year because, I mean, it's a test. You know, it's a lot of pressure when you're taking the test, man. And check this out. All right, so yo, if you guys don't know this website right here, you need to check this website. All right, check this website out. All right, so you see, you guys can see the screen. All right, so this is basically like how they be doing it, man. This is how they be doing it, right? All right, so from boot camp and on, right? So from boot camp, you got a whole bunch of fitness assessments and stuff. You know, like a whole bunch of laps and stuff in boot camp you gotta do. That's crazy, right? But then when it gets to this stuff over here, man, over here, when you get to that part of it, I'm telling you right now, like this means something right here. You know, the forearm planks. You know, and I got a video to show you how to easily do the forearm planks, right? The what else? The forearm planks, the push-ups, the mile and a half run. Oh my goodness, man. And then they evaluate you based on your weight and stuff. I know most of my audience is like in the 30 range and stuff like that, you know, 30 plus range. So all right, so this is what you looking at. You 30 years old, all right, just to, you know, just get past, all right. I would say satisfactory medium, right? Because that's like passing, right? All right, so you gotta do a plank for a minute and 15 seconds. 35 push-ups. Can you do 35 push-ups right now? You got to run a mile and a half in 14:15. I just did a mile and a half on my elliptical yesterday, man. And I got to tell you, I wasn't impressed. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not taking no PRT no time soon. Oh, shoot. Oh, what did I just do? What did I just do? What did I just do? All right. Yeah. But so they constantly doing that. They constantly testing you, quizzing you, just to make sure you're doing that. Just to make sure like you could fit your uniform. Just to make sure you're able to, be, fit for full duty and stuff like that. So if you don't know, that's gonna happen. And honestly, before it used to be if you wasn't able to pass that, then they wouldn't let you re-enlist and stuff like that. Now it's a little bit different. They going if you can't let's say your weight. I mean, you can't do nothing about your height. The height is just for the height is just to kind of tell you where you should be with your weight and stuff like that. All right, but let's say your level of fitness is not straight, your height and weight, or your weight is not good. If you fail that joint, you're gonna have to be on FEP, right? That's the fitness enhancement program. If you on that, they're gonna be making you do a lot of crazy exercise. It's gonna be almost back to boot camp if you go. Right? A lot of people don't be going to FEP and they be getting in trouble for that. And then that's another thing that you gotta do. That you gotta add that to your task list, add that to your duties, and then you get in trouble if you don't go. So you might as well just be in shape, honestly. But I'm telling you, you're gonna constantly get your weight and your height and your level of fitness checked on a regular. And if you can't do push-ups, man, I feel bad for you. All right, before we go on the next one, though, and this next one, oh man, for you guys that love people, like your friends and family, man, brace yourself because this one gonna be a little bit hard to swallow, but it's a pill that you gotta swallow nonetheless. All right, let me go to the comments and see what we're talking about. I see a lot of comments up here I need to hit. All right, shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Shout out to everybody joining the stream. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys, man. Thank you. All right, so, geez, all right, where do I start, man? It's a whole bunch of stuff. All right, man, let's see. All right, so, all right, Turtles. So you said, all right, you ship out July. All right, if everything goes well. Yeah, I think everything is going to. All right, Zulfi did JRDC in high school. Freshman got an A. I was told back, give me a free ring from E1 and 2. Is that still true? Yeah, JRTC. These guys got a little bit of you guys get a little something when you join in boot camp. Yeah, I think that's still true. All right, I heard you need 2 years for E2 and 3 years for E3. For what? No. For what? Nah, hell no. Whoever told you that, that's not true. All right, thanks for the info, Turtles. All right, let's see. All right, Joshua Gregg said, I did 7 years active Army. On my last year of reserves contract, we all effed up getting out. Me and my family in a bad spot. Yeah. Hold up, man. All right, hold on. I'm having a hard time reading it. You did 7 years active duty, and you're on your last year of reserve contract, and well, I effed up getting out, put me and my family in a bad spot. So let me see. So I'm gonna go Navy. I will keep the same rank as I was in the Army. What's your rank? Hold on, let's see. What's your rank in the Army, bro? All right, let's see. I'm 34. It's a young man's game now. That's not true. That's not true. Everybody says it's a young man's game now. That's not true, man. Yo, I'm telling you, man. It's not a young man's game, man. You know, a lot of young men. I mean, some young men they with it, but for the most part, man, it's not no young man's game. You know who's a game? Who game it is, man? It's a wise man's game, honestly. You know, you got to be a wise man to get through this right now, right? And honestly, like when I say wise man, I mean wise man. It's a wise man game. I don't care how young you are, how smart you are, how strong you are, whatever. If you're not wise, man, it's not going to do nothing for you. All right, Triple G, shout out to you, man. What's up? What's up? All right, all right, yeah. Okay, you're an E4. Uh, in some cases, you might be able to. It depends on your RE code that you get out with, honestly. You know, but that's something more for the recruiter, man. I'm not a recruiter. I ain't gonna lie to you. So you have to talk to your recruiter on that. But looking at the RE codes and stuff like that, it give you a better picture. This website that if you check this website out right here, bro, right? If you go to this website, and I can put it in the description, I mean in the chat, this website it can give you the answer, but you got to search for it. All right. Here, let me see. Here, I'm gonna do this for you, man. I'm a. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna send this to you right now. I'm gonna put it in the chat. All right, you guys save bookmark this website right here. This bookmark. I mean, this website is super helpful to y'all. I'm telling you, man, it's a good resource. That's a good resource, man. All right, so all right, let me get back to the content. I think I answered enough questions. Now let me go and see what's up. All right, so for this one, guys, all right. So brace yourself, all right? Friends and family, brace yourself. All right. So you're gonna lose a lot of friends and a lot of family. Not a lot, but you're gonna lose friends and family. I'm telling you that straight up. What I mean by that is exactly what I said. You're gonna lose friends and you're gonna lose family, right? Soon as you leave from your spot, all right, you go to boot camp, you go to your first duty station. All right, you're gonna you start your life. Yeah, you're gonna keep in touch with your friends and your family and stuff like that, especially like the ones that you was already close with and stuff. But everybody else, like those that's not stuck with you like glue, listen, you're gonna change in life. And you're gonna like y'all gonna get out of contact with, right? Some not gonna like the way some gonna get jealous of you. Some not gonna appreciate the way you've elevated in life, you know. And then some they just you're gonna be alienated from them. Y'all gonna think a lot different. When it comes to your friends and stuff, friends you used to hang out with, they just gonna look at you like, all right, like who does dude think he is? Or they just gonna go in a different direction in life. And honestly, it's not that they don't care, but like they got their own life, you got your own life, and you guys are just you're just gonna grow apart. You know what I mean? Don't mean a bad thing, but it just means that honestly, that's a part of life. That's a part of life. But if you a good friend or they a good friend, whenever y'all see each other, y'all can rekindle that friendship or whatever. But I'm telling you right now, everybody in your circle, everybody that's friends and stuff with you, they're not always gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? And that's a fact of life. And that's not a bad thing. That don't mean people abandon you or you abandon other people. But that's a cold hard fact. When it comes to your family, I grew up around mad cousins, mad uncle, everybody, but to this day, like, do I talk with a lot of them on a regular? No. But do that mean that I don't care about them? They don't care about me? No, not at all. You know what I'm saying? I used to struggle with that. I used to think like, damn, man, like I don't talk with a lot of them. Maybe like, the bond is broken or we can't ever be close. That's really not true, man. Honestly, I'm sure we could still be close, but it's just the career, the organization. You here, they there, right? Me, I'm going all over the world, flying in jet planes, ships, cruises every time, all this stuff, going to different countries left and right. And they are doing whatever they doing, and we just not meeting, but I'm telling you right now, as soon as I retire, I'm doing like a world tour for all my family and stuff like that, and I'm going to see a lot of my family and friends that I've never seen for years and stuff like that. But for right now, while I'm in a business, I mean, some they're not going to understand. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to understand that I can't make every party. I can't make every whatever the hell they got going on. And it's not because I don't love them, but it's because the business, man. It's the business. It's the business, right? But you still gonna keep your core group of family members and friends, your brothers, your sisters, all that stuff. Your best friends. But the other people, like the supporting characters and stuff like that, they're gonna be a little bit dust in the wind sometimes, and that's not a bad thing if you don't want it to be a bad thing. But I'm just telling you, it's gonna happen. Even if you don't want it to happen, it's gonna happen because it's a fact of life, bro. It's a fact of life. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. All right. Before I go on the next one, I want you guys to make sure that you like, comment, subscribe to my page, man. All right. Make sure that you guys, if you want to DM me, get in touch with me directly. All right. You guys can do that. You see, I got X on deck, right? Twitter, IG, hit me up, guys. Just ask me questions, man. I do answer. I do respond, man. So just let me know what you guys want to do, right? If you need to message me or something, ask me a question, I'll answer. And if I don't answer right away, it's because I'm busy, because I am a busy guy sometimes. All right. All right. Sheesh. All right. Let's see. All right. So. Tontra Lighthall says, I hope I'm Tonetra. I think I pronounced it. Hey, Tonetra, let me know if I'm pronouncing that right. How do you know if the Navy is for you as someone who has many passions but feel they need a better structure to see more of the future? Well, how you know the Navy for you? I mean, it depends. It depends on what you want out of life. You know what I'm saying? You got many passions and stuff. But feels like they need a better structure to see more of the future. Okay, Tunetra. All right, I got it right. All right, so I don't know, man. Like I don't know. Everybody got their thing. Me, I joined the Navy because like honestly, I needed skills and like I wanted to bring some value to my life, man. I spent most of my time getting in trouble. I spent most of my time getting in trouble. I spent most of my time just doing BS, making mistakes. And for me, by the time I was in adulthood, I didn't really know how to be an adult for real. So I joined the Navy because I knew in the military they would do that. And honestly, my brother-in-law, he sold me on the Navy, and I was just like, it's impossible. It can't be like that. If everything you're saying is true, that's what I want to do. And it was true. It was more than true. The Navy is for you based on what you want out of life. And if the Navy can offer that out of life, then boom. Some of your passions, though, I can tell you the Navy probably can't offer you. But some of your passions in life, that's really up to you. For instance, one of my passions in life, I want to one day compose music. The Navy can't do that for me, right? Well, maybe they can in some cases, right? Because they do have a musician rate. But I'm not a musician in the Navy, right? So I got to take that on myself to practice the guitar, and compose stuff. I can't count on the Navy to do that for me. So some of your passions, that's going to be all you. So if the Navy is right for you by just thinking at the pros and cons and then making a decision. because you're gonna hear all these videos, right? All these videos, you're gonna hear all this information, but then you got to make your own decision yourself. You know what I mean? Uh, Hopefully that give you a little bit of something. All right. Godspeed says, how do the Navy have any jobs with drones? I create program drones, run command centers, autonomous vehicles, and plane software. All right, yo, did you see Godspeed? All right, I'm gonna give you one. Did you see the Navy robotics rate? I'm gonna send this. All right, guys. You guys turn your attention to this screen right here for the Navy robotics rate. All right, this right here. Get off the screen. I know I was talking about Navy Federal, but move. I'm trying to do a video. All right, the Navy robotics rate right here. Look at this. I think if you're in the Navy, you get to work with this robot here. I don't know for sure, but yeah, you see this. The Navy robotics rate, blah 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 blah. I'm gonna put that in the chat just for you, my friend. Okay, so take a look at that and let me know what you think. That's boom. All right, so let's see. Triple G says I'm 21 now, and right now my brother doesn't have a diploma or GED. Telling my brother I want to join the Navy. All right. I mean, if you don't have a diploma or a GED, I mean, the Navy is still letting folks in, a small percentage of folks in. So, I mean, but while he's like, if you want to join and stuff, go get your GED or whatever, But while you're doing that process, I mean, man, a couple streams ago, I made something about that, about like not having a GED and the Navy still letting you join and stuff. I mean, I would say still go to the recruiting office and see what's what. I think there's some bonuses in place. I mean, there's no bonus in place for like tier three, what do you call it, credentials and stuff. So that's like if you don't have any GED or anything like that. So if he's planning on joining, you might want to get a GED or a diploma or something like that. That way he at least be eligible to start getting some type of bonus. I mean, I know the bonus is a big factor for a lot of people joining right now. So talk to your brother, have him start getting some paperwork. You know what I'm saying? All right, Castro, I feel bad because he wants a job. Any job he feels like he's doing something in life, I feel like it should help him. But at the same time, I feel like I'm being held back just trying to help. Yeah, keep on encouraging him and stuff, man. But he gotta do those basic things too. You know what I'm saying? And you can feel bad for him and want all these things for him, but he gotta want some of these stuff for himself too. So as long as he wants some of that stuff for himself, honestly, he'll do his thing. How old is your brother? Like, he has a hospital job coming up. He's gonna be a transporter and setter. All right, cool. All right, let's see. I feel like he's getting a job at the hospital. It's going to take time to leave for the Navy course. Set up a hospital job, but need advice. All right. Let me see. Should I leave for the Navy or help your brother out? Huh. Well, let's see. All right, hold on. I see other people chimed in. All right, Navy is accepting people without GED. Yep, said that. Maybe your brother can enlist with you. Okay, cool. All right, so everybody, all right, they chiming in. Thank you, appreciate it. Feel like since I have a diploma, all right, cool. All right, yep. All right, yep. All right, cool. All right, hey, thank you guys, man. I appreciate that. That's what's up. Let's see. All right. Let's see. All right, cool. Hello, how you doing? What's up, Phoenix? Shout out to you. Appreciate you. All right, Godspeed. All right, I'm in. What do I sign? The Navy has me. All right, yeah, go to your recruiter and talk to him. I know who it is. I got you. All right. See, what happened? What'd you say? What's the question mark for? All right. Yeah, get the GED because I think you don't get bonus if I'm wrong. That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, let's see. All right, 19. Okay, so he's 19. Take your time. All right, I'm catching up, man. I'm catching up. Are the bonus for all the jobs or some of them? You got to check my last stream for that, Yamil. All right, I hope I said that right. Check my last stream for that. It's for most of the jobs. I think it's all of them. You know what? Yeah, I think it was all of them. It's all of them, but there's caps on the bonuses. All right. So hopefully that answer your question. That's short. That's shortcut stuff. All right. So all right for the next one. This one. You guys got to hear me out on this one. All right. Hold on. I'm gonna answer one more comment, and then I'm gonna go on. All right. Let's see. Amin, what's up? Mazdi, what's up? How you doing? Shout out to you. Thank you. What should you do with the bonus to generate wealth? Um, what should you do with the bonus to generate wealth? I don't know. It depends. It depends. All right. If you got the bonus, honestly, and you got debt, you should pay off all your debt first on some real shit. You know, let's say you get a $30,000 bonus, they get you with taxes. After taxes, you end up with 25K. All right, you got 10K in debt. You should pay off that 10K to debt, and then the rest of that money, was it 15 or something like that? You should you could take that and invest it. I mean, I wouldn't like it depends. It depends on what you want. I mean, you could generate some like long-term legacy wealth by like buying a house or something like that. You know, I wouldn't take my money and start investing it in stocks and bonds if I don't know about stocks and bonds. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, oh damn, my dog scared the hell out of me. Hold on, I'll be right back. Check this out. Damn, boy, you scared me, bro. Boy, you scared the hell out of me, bro. You scared me, bud. All right, so check this out, right? So with that, all right, let's say you pay off all your debt, you want to get a house or you want to invest in something like that. Don't invest no money until you know what the hell you're doing. I guarantee you, right? You need to get something like this, you know. See, I'll be reading stuff like this because I mean, I don't like to spend a lot of money until I know what the hell I'm doing. All right. Investing for dummies. Get a book like this. That would be my advice to you guys if you're taking all this money. I mean, I know a lot of people going to buy a lot of sneakers, might buy a car and all that stuff, but honestly, that's light. That don't mean nothing. As soon as you drive the car off the lot, that's it. The value of it depreciated. As soon as you buy sneakers, what you gonna do with the sneakers? Somebody told me one day they buy Jordans because they're investments. I'm like, how much money you gonna get out of a pair of Jordans? Don't get me wrong, I got Jordans too. Love Jordans. Number 3 is my favorite. The ones I love them. You know what I'm saying? 13s I can't live without. But at the same time, that don't make no damn sense, man. All right, so yeah, take your money and invest it, pay off all your debt, and you'll be all right. Buy that for dummies, investing for dummies book, and you'll be all right. All right. Let's see. I think you know what? Somebody just had some game. All right. How soon can you be qualified for a VA loan? As soon as you active duty for real, or as soon as you like get in the military and you go through boot camp and all that stuff, you pretty much qualify for it. You got honorable service and stuff like that, and you qualify for VA loan. I will say for a safe bet, as soon as you get to your first duty station, it's easier to go through that process and stuff if you have children and stuff like that. If you're a single sailor and you're trying to get a house, good about that. As far as like how much money you make and all that stuff. Credit, usually younger sailors, they don't have the best credit and stuff like that, and then they don't have like no dependents or nothing, so a lot of that they might end up paying out of pocket. So all right, let's see. You see, spend on a Camaro after completing basic. You see what I'm talking about, man? You get the bonus, you're gonna spend on a Camaro. All right, so Phoenix said, "Don't touch that if you're not investing in a business or something." That's a fact. Yo, you see, Justine, I mean, Phoenix. That's a fact. You know, I mean, don't be so quick to spend your money all the time, right? Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of time to think about when. I mean, you got a lot of time to think before you spend money, right? You get a bonus for 30,000. You don't need to go burn that shit right away, right? It's not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So that's my advice, all right? You could give me the 30,000. Let me hold it for you. You know, I take care. No, I'm messing with you, man. I mess with you. All right, it's a good idea to invest in housing using a home military loan. Yeah, it is a good investment to buy a house, man. All right, buying real estate, yes, it's always a good investment. All right, me and my brother. All right, Triple G. You and your brother has a hospital job coming up. I don't want to work in a hospital because my heart is set for the Navy after listening to Deck Play Tone. After seeing my brother finally getting a job at the hospital, feel like it's my time to leave for the Navy, start my career. But he feels like I'm leaving too soon. Again, I feel I'm feeling held back. Should I leave for the Navy or say fuck it because my brother said because he finally got a hospital job? Should I stay and follow through with my brother? I'm gonna tell you this, my friend. I think that you should make a decision for yourself. You know what I'm saying? All right. So you've been watching my videos, and you like, for the most part, you agree that it's not a bad move. You know, it could be a good move for you. And your brother, I mean, he got the same opportunities and stuff right there. All right. The hospital job sounds like a good thing for you guys. But think about the long term. If the hospital job is good long term for you and your brother, then do that. If you feel and if your heart is on, trying to join the Navy and stuff and the possibilities that it might bring, go ahead and do it, man. Pull a trigger on it. But you got to make that decision for yourself. I can't make it for you. Let's see. Jacob can't. Yamil can't. Phoenix can't. Nobody can make that for you. You got to make that decision for yourself. And I get it. It's a tough, tough decision to make. You know, this is grown up shit though, man. Making those decisions. And your brother, at the end of the day, like he got to be a grown up himself. He gotta live his life. You can't work his job for him, and he can't do the Navy for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's a tough choice. Because I get it. You don't want to be away from your brother and stuff like that. It was a hard decision for me to join the Navy too because I didn't want to leave my friends and family. But I know one thing: I didn't want to be in a situation that I was in. You know, I mean, I was about to get back in the stuff that I said that I'm not gonna be getting back in because I just wanted to provide for my family and all this stuff, man. So come on, man. It happens. It's a tough decision to make, but you got to make the decision. If you know in the long run it's going to be better for you, do that. You know, think about what the Navy can offer you versus what the hospital job can offer you. If the hospital job got good stuff to offer you, go for that. And another thing, like as you get older and stuff, you got to really be considerate over, having a career and having a job. You know, sometimes, like for my job, I can work 2 hours and I'm still getting paid the same money for that month or for that week or that day or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, other times I work like, I mean, I work like a damn slave, but I'm still getting paid the same. When it comes to a job, you got to put that hourly thing in, you got to clock in and you got to do all that work and stuff like that. And if you just happen to not come one day, you're not getting paid. If I just happen to be sick or I like the other day, all right, my dogs, both of my dogs been sick. I've been taking them back and forth to the vet and stuff like that. I worked a total for the first 2 days out of the week. I worked a total of maybe 4 hours, and it's crazy because I'm in charge of a department. Work 4 hours and something like that, right? But my dogs, those like that's the only thing I have out here. You know what I'm saying? That's my only family out here. If the dogs something happened to them, I don't even know where my mental state to be. So um, I was afforded to go and take them to the vet, take care of them, all that stuff. And guess what? I still got paid as much as the guy that worked his ass off for that whole entire 2 days. Does that make me a dirtbag? I don't know. But right, if I had a job, I had to call out. Hey Mike, I'm not coming in today. I gotta take care of the dogs. Hey Sandy, I can't make it today too. I gotta call in. And then guess what? When my paycheck come, I'm getting short for those 2 days. I bet you when I get paid next week, all that time that I spent going to the vet, I'm still getting that money for it. So the difference between having a job and having a career, it's up to you, man. All right, let's see. All right, he says a hard choice, but I think he said really want to do. It's your life, man. All right, let's see. T said it's possible to be mentored by other people who have different jobs. Of course, of course. Yeah, yes, it is. A lot of people would come to me for mentorship on my ship, and I wasn't their rate. Most of the time, I wasn't their job. But I mean, a lot of people say I'm easy to talk to, and then I'd be just coming up, walking up to people and talking to them. So, yeah, you don't have to have the same job, same rate. You just gotta, just have the same wavelength. That's it. All right, let's see. All right. Hey, that's right. Hey, thank you for everybody who's been giving advice, man. Thank you for getting this brother straight. All right, Phoenix says, I understand, but basics too much. You don't want to leave my kids, but I have to make that sacrifice for the better life first. That's right. So if you hold yourself back, you're not pushing yourself past your limit. That's a fact. I like that. I like that, Phoenix. Right? That's right. You hold yourself back, you're not pushing yourself past your limit. Let me use that. I stole that. I just coined that phrase, guys. If you hold yourself back, you're not pushing yourself past your limit. Remember that. Deck Play Tone said that. All right, let's see. All right, so it's your choice. You can only make that choice. Sink, float, or swim. All right, cool. Yes. All right, thank you for all the comments, guys. Let me get for this next one. And then, oh, man, I know we were just talking about family. So all right. So for this next one, all right. You're not that big of a deal. And this is exactly what I mean by that. Yo, when people join the military, man, they start feeling themselves. Oh, I'm in the military now. Salute me. But honestly, it's not that serious. You're a public servant, yeah. And I tell you, while people are happy to say, hey, thank you for your service, I'm happy, and people are willing to support people in the military. Once you start acting like an asshole and like people owe you something, you're going to find out just how important you really are, man. You're not that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? I found that firsthand. I remember I had one of my friends, man. I ain't going to put him out there. And we went to a bar, and, we all in the military now. And he's the only one. He wants to wear his uniform to the bar. We like, dude, what the hell? Why? It's like, yeah, I'm in the military, they need to know. I'm like, no, I mean, who needs to know? Who? Like, we don't even know anybody at the damn bar, so it don't matter. Nah. And then when he get there, he acting like a damn fool. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, yo, you wilding out, chill out, bro. And he's sitting there. What you like? One of the guys asked him for his ID. He's like, "You an insurgent? What you an insurgent?" Going all crazy and stuff. And we was like, "Yo, bro, relax, bro. Like you drawing a lot of attention to us." And then like he found out like people they was like, "I don't give a fuck. You got a military uniform on. You ain't shit." And then we was like, "Damn, bro." And it hit me like, "Wow, this guy he's wearing a military uniform. These people are like." All right, because of his actions, they really don't give a damn, But then on the other side of that, right? Let's say I remember one time I was driving by somewhere. I'm driving from VA. I'm going up to New York to see my family, and it's like late. I had just got off of work. I got my uniform on. I'm tired. I'm driving as far as I don't know what, man. And I stop at this spot. Get some gas, and I got some food, got some coffee from Wawa. And, I'm sitting there, I got my stuff on the counter, I'm about to pay it. And this guy, he was like, standing by, and he's like, yeah, he doesn't pay for his food. And I heard what he said, but I didn't hear what he said. And the lady was like, okay. And I'm trying to pay. She's like, nope, you're fine. I'm like, and I had a lot of shit. I'm not even gonna lie. I had coffee and food. Why they get a little expensive. And I'm like, huh? And I try to pay with my card and stuff. And the lady's like, no, this guy over here, he got you. And I was like, oh wow. And when I came in, I forgot to mention, when I came in, I was just respectful. Good evening, sir. How you doing? Stuff like that. And I'm telling you, man, like this dude paid for all my stuff. So even though, like, when you get in and stuff like that, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. You nothing. Like, dude, just relax, man. So you're not that big of a deal, but because you're not that big of a deal, you got to remember to be humble, and you get rewarded for that, man. I tell you, right? More often than not, people have like showed their support for the military by you just realizing that you're not that big of a deal, just going about your business. But when you be an asshole, think everybody got to salute you and worship you because you're a service member now. That's when you'll find out you're not really that big of a deal. Hopefully that makes sense to somebody. But this next one, man, oh man, this next one is so stressful, but it's so true, man. I'm gonna hit the comments, and then after I hit the comments, we're gonna look at more. All right, let me see. Oh, I see a whole bunch of comments and stuff. What happened? All right, yeah, I love it, man. I love it. All right, I love all the good comments, the encouragement and stuff like that. I love to see that, man. Thank you guys for supporting members in the community, man. Shout out to you guys. My man Bram, what's up with you, man? Shout out to you. And now you was overseas in Colombia, and this dude was pulling his 100% disability card. Like, dude, they don't care about you being in the military. That's a fact. Yeah, yeah. What you? Why you pulling it? Yeah, that's hilarious. That's so lame. All right, so Triple G said, "Thank you sincerely from the bottom of my heart. Tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow is the day where a young man is forged into something better. Bless all of you and Godspeed." That's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, you're gonna be all right, Triple G. All right, no matter, stay focused on the desire, even when there aren't many people you care about encouraging you. That's a fact. Yo, I take that too, T. I take that to heart too. Sure, I know that was with Triple G, but I take that too. All right, so the force is with you, right? May the fourth be with you today, right? Today is the force, right? All right, let's see. It's just Skywalker. All right, damn, now he got the caps going. All right, I know it's serious now. He got the caps going. He said, "Thank you. Tomorrow I'll make my decision. I'm very certain and confident in my decision. That's the right thing to do. I salute you all. Hope all of you become rich." Oh, rich. Damn, man. Man, I don't want to be rich though, but I want to be blessed though. I appreciate that. I think if I become rich, man.
I added that for tomorrow, 7 o'clock.
Shut up. I think if I become rich, man, I'm gonna ruin my life, man, for real, man. I ain't gonna know how to act. All right, let's see. All right, got you. You ain't going nowhere. You're part of the family. That's a fact, man. What you mean you ain't never gonna forget? Yo, you better come back. All right, come back. All right, on some crack shit. All right, so best of luck. All right, best of luck. All right, we got Spook Mashoot. What's up, man? All right, Bailey joined. What did I miss? All right, I'll run it back just for you, Spook. All right, so far we talked about how your pay, it doesn't look like a lot of money, but I ran down a whole bunch of pay stuff. And I got one more pay thing that I'm going to talk about that I didn't mention that is important to talk about. All right. You constantly get your weight, height, and check, level of fitness check. You're going to lose a lot of friends and family. I mentioned that it's not that big of a deal. And you'll find out what that means. All right. For this next one, there is lots and lots of yelling. Lots and lots of yelling, right? That's not to say that, every time you come to work, people are going to be yelling at you, get your ass in line. It's not like that. But the yelling I'm talking about, like, it's the organization, right? So if you want to ship is loud. You're going to hear a lot of yelling regardless. We got a lot of drills going on. You got a lot of instances where you need to elevate the sound of your voice, right? A lot of times. right? And then throughout the career, you got people, different personalities, people that got bullied their whole time in life, and now they got some power and they in charge of people, and now they just want to, show how big their thing is and stuff like that. It happens. It is going to happen to you. Guaranteed, 100%, 1,000% is going to happen, right? So it's going to be lots of yelling, right? When that happens, man, you gotta woosah sometimes, right? Or sometimes you just gotta put that maturity hat on. You gotta say, wait a second, all right, put my maturity hat on for a moment. All right, what's going on right now? Okay, all right, we in evolution where we talking about something dangerous, and if we don't pay attention, we could die or some or somebody could get hurt. Okay, all right, that makes sense. I can see why they would yell, right? You really got to put that maturity hat on, all right? First time I got yelled at, I mean, I was mad. I was like, hey, I got wife and kids. What you yelling at me for? And I got in trouble for it. And then I got in trouble again for it, and again and again. But then I finally started to see, like, dude, humble yourself just a little bit. It's not that serious. And then the stuff that they yelling at you, like when I was doing bad stuff, and then somebody would yell at me for doing bad stuff, I had to really reflect and say, well, damn, I actually didn't do what I was supposed to do. I mean, damn, he could have said it nicer, but is it right? Yeah, it is right. But as I progressed throughout the time, I had this supervisor. He was like a damn RDC. It was like I was back in boot camp. He was always on my ass. I was like, yo. But one day, like he right after he yelled at, he was like, dude, you gotta understand like why I just said that stuff. This stuff, like you just like kind of jacked up a whole bunch of like medals and stuff, and these guys like they was just like in the Middle East and stuff, boots on the ground. You know, this guy, his family left him. Da 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 da. This guy, this happened to him. This guy, this happened to him. And the only thing the Navy can do for these guys is make sure they got a medal for their actions. And you mess that up. And when he said it like that, I was like, damn, I guess you're right. Because honestly, like one of the guys, like he had just came from like boots on the ground and all that stuff. And then the Navy was processing him out. He wanted to be in the Navy so bad. And the only thing he had to be leaving with was a medal, and we was tasked with getting his medal to him, and I messed that up. That guy, he took it like a big deal. He took it as the Navy didn't give a damn about him to even give him his medal on the way out, so I got yelled at. And I got yelled at real fiercely, and I didn't like it at all. But that's some of the things that happen, man. All right, that's you gotta come to grips with that. That sometimes you're gonna get yelled at. This guy was saying, one of the guys in the comments, he said, I'm an officer. I used to be enlisted. Now I'm an officer and I still get yelled at. That's a fact. All right, let's see what they say in the comments about this. All right, let's see. All right. All right. All right. Triple G about to become triple OG. Oh, that's funny. All right, Jacob Hill, man. Shout out to you, man. Oh, you scared me, man. All right. All right. All right. Phoenix said, I'm going to need to pop ibuprofen, Vicodin, and volume before I go into work. Yo, you got to do what you got to do. I'm telling you, it be some stuff, man. All right. What would be your best advice for getting a job after serving? How would you work towards security after having to back to the civilian world? All right, let's see if I can answer that question. That first one would be your best advice for getting a job after serving. All right, if you guys have like one thing I do from time to time, I used to do it like every year. As you get stuff in the Navy, get certificates, training, like qualifications, all that stuff. You should be updating so everybody in the Navy, we get a binder called I Love Me binder. Well, we got to create it, right? And it's all of our certifications, like all of the good things that make us valuable in the Navy. We put all of those in a binder, right? And like that kind of builds your resume. So every year, right, or every quarter or whatever, every few years, you should be also updating your resume. That's what I do, right? And after you do that, man, when you get out, and then when you transition out the Navy, they're gonna put you through a process going through TAPS, right? It's basically what is it called? Transition Assistance Program, some shit like that. All right, they're gonna put you through that to help you get jobs and stuff like that. They're gonna help you make your resume into something. All right, so the best advice for getting a job out, just make sure your resume is up to date. And then, how would you work towards security after having to get back in the civilian world? What do you mean work towards security? Security in what way? Like security job or like just being like secure security wise? I don't understand that part. All right, let's see. All of that yelling, I'm gonna be getting a banging headache. It's not that. It's not as much as you would think. Honestly, it's not that much. But it is gonna. It's gonna be something that happens. All right, V for Vendetta. Yo, I'm getting one of those tattoos. V for Vendetta tattoos. By the way, that's my next tattoo. Are sailors different? Sailors treated differently if they opt out of Pollywood to Shellback survey ceremony? No, no, not at all. All right, no commanding officer is allowing people to get treated differently if they opt out of it. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you opt out of it, you're not gonna have fun. Oh, you're gonna be so boring if you opt out of that. All right, yo, V, if you get a chance to go through the Shellback ceremony, go through it. It's fun. I'm telling you, it's fun. Please do not opt out of that. You know, one of my sailors, he opted out of it, and he was feeling like an idiot after everybody was telling him how much fun he had. It's mad fun. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Any bonuses for having Security Plus? I mean, you don't get a bonus for having Security Plus, but I mean, it's a plus for you having Security Plus. But honestly, and the reason why I think it's not a bonus, because as you good, if you enlist and stuff, let's say you enlist IT, they're gonna take you through They're gonna take you through school to get Security Plus, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, so no bonus for it. All right, financial. Oh, I'm missing it. Hold on, let me see. Oh, for the security, I mean, oh, okay, all right, that make me mad. All right, let me go back a little bit. All right, so, all right, the best advice for getting a job after serving, how would you work towards security after having to get back in the civilian world? All right, well, that depends on if you retire or, all right, so most people, if they join them right now, right, you're going to be in the blended retirement system. Okay, so that's like having a 401k. I don't have a whole bunch of experience on the 401k, but for the most part, like you're gonna have that, you're gonna have your TSP and stuff like that. If you know that you're not gonna be in for the long run or whatever, you should be going stupid on your TSP, right? Because when you get out, you're gonna have access to your TSP. If you take out of it, you're gonna get a penalty and stuff like that before a certain age. I can't remember the age right off the top because I'm under the gun on this live stream, so some shit I forget. But anyway, when it goes to working towards your security, all right, when you get back in the civilian world, some of that stuff you should be doing, you should be building up your resume and stuff like that. You should also be making sure that you put in a good amount of money in your TSP and stuff like that, because you're gonna have that 401k where you'll be getting money out. But then you got to make sure that you're saving money. Yo, I swear to God, if you're not doing this right now, like for those of you who are in the Navy, those of you who are not in the Navy and coming in, if you're not taking a tenth of your paycheck, soon as you get paid, before you do anything else, and put it in your savings account, listen, man, it's gonna be real hard. And you got to do it even when things are tough, right? Because it's gonna build a certain type of discipline, right? And I'm telling you right now, you're gonna be able to have a good amount of money saved up when you get out, as far as your security. All right, so the TSP, saving a tenth of all you earn, right? Because honestly, with that tenth, right, the money that you get, like all of the money that you get, all of the money you get is not really yours, right? Right? Only a tenth of it belong to you. Only a tenth of that money belong to you. All right, and what I mean by that is, all right, you're gonna have to pay your car note. You're gonna have to pay your rent. You're gonna have to pay your bills and all that stuff. But when I say that tenth is like that's yours, that means that you need to be protecting that tenth of that money going in your savings with your life. That means if anything else come up to where it's like, damn, I need to pay this or else some shit gonna be turned off. It should still be, so what? This is my money. This is not AT&T's money or whatever, you know. And if you do that every time you get paid or the time you get out, you're gonna have a lot of bread saved up. You know what I'm saying? And like that's a hard habit to build. I understand because that self control piece is tough. But it's one that you got to build. You know, I've learned to do that, and yo, shit make a difference. I'm gonna tell you that. All right, let's see. All right, let me see. Okay, all right, cool. Let's see. All right, yeah. All right, yep. All right, yes, financially, if you haven't planned ahead, would you get out, getting back home after getting away? All right. Hopefully that answered that question. All right, let me go on to the next one I got. All right, so for this next one, it's regarding working hours. For working hours, they are unofficial. All right, you're gonna have some people that say your working hours from 0730 to 1600. You know, other places where you got like a list of working hours posted and stuff like that. All of that unofficial. All of that unofficial. In most places, like I said, in most places I say that because where I'm at, right now, you know, our hours is like what 9 to 1400. 1400, I shut my doors. You know what I'm saying? And then I kind of, we kind of play it by ear, you know, with my folks. You know, sometimes we work until the end of the day if stuff need to get done. You know, but if nothing's really going on, then I might, you know, let folks off a little bit early and stuff like that. But there's some days when it's like, forget all that. We're gonna work late because we need to take care of business or something didn't get done. And and that's just my version. Some people's version of that, a lot worse. You know, some people's version is ain't nobody going home until I say so. All right. What that mean? That mean you be 8 o'clock at night still working, and then you don't have any guidelines for when you go home. You just still working. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said it's unofficial. And yeah, you know, you guys saying, "Oh, we don't work past 5 o'clock." That sound good, but if you ain't doing what you got to do, you working all day long. I remember one of my guys when I was in Japan. He was like, "You know what? Sometimes if we gotta have cots here, we gonna have cots here." And I was like spending the night, like what the? I got a bed, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't spending the night here, bro. You know, I'm saying that, but like, and I know he is joking, but it sounded like maybe he wasn't joking at first, man. I'm like, the hell you mean a cot? Like we gotta go home at some point. Come on, man. You know, but I'm telling you, working hours are sometimes unofficial. So just be mindful of that. You know, when you think like, I'm about to get off at 1600. No, you not, or you don't know. You know, when I be hearing some of my guys, you know, sometimes they, you know, be talking and stuff like that. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna get off at this time. I'll be like, yeah, in theory you are. Hopefully we take care of business and get done with all the priorities, and then you will be able to. Because then when it's like, hey, Chief, you got anything for me? And then I'm going down a list and like you don't have stuff done. It's like, oh damn, man. Now you got to stay. Now I'm the bad guy, right? If you want to stick to your working hours, this is how you stick to your working hours. If you want to stick to your working hours, get off on time. Make sure you manage the most of your day and stuff like that. You got to manage your time. Stick to your priorities. Do what your chain of command say for you to do. Whatever your chain of command tell you to do, basically. Right. So if somebody say, "Hey, I need you to do X, Y, and Z," that's what you should be doing first, and then everything else. A lot of people they say, "All right, I hear what the chain of command is telling me to do. I'm gonna do what I'm more comfortable doing first. Then I'm gonna do everything else. That's not really the right move because that's gonna end up having you staying late every day. All right. All right, guys, on the replay, before I go on the next one, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe to the page, man. Make sure you guys do all that stuff, right? If you guys want to, man, catch me on what is it? X at tone_IM, also deckplate_tone, right? On IG, right? Make sure that you guys doing that. Please, please, and thank you. All right, let's see what the comments are saying, man. All right. All right, let's see. Phoenix says, would it be best for people with children to be with a trustworthy friend to take them for the school year or and then bring them over for the summer like a rotation? It depends. It really depends. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna touch on that in a little bit, but yeah, it depends. That really depends on you. If you got a trustworthy friend or you got a trustworthy family member that you can trust them with your kids, by all means. And honestly, it's fair. Like Navy wouldn't be going crazy. All right. Would that be better or no? I mean, it could be. It's up to you. It's really up to you and your family situation whether or not it's better. The Navy is not going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe you got your family with somebody else. No, it's just about your family arrangement. I'm gonna touch on that one a little bit. All right, let's see. All right, for this next one. All right, the Navy cares about your family, but this is the but part of it. The Navy cares about your family, right? And they care about things that happen in life with your family, your kids, et cetera, your brothers and sisters. But then like they got limits too, right? Because at the end of the day, when it started affecting the mission, then they like, all right, bro, your third grandmom died. All right, bro, like, damn. All right, you keep on going on leave every time something happens. Your uncle dog is sick. All right, come on, man. And don't get me wrong, like people, they gonna accommodate you and stuff like that. But when they get to the point where like you always have to take leave or you always got to take time off because of some person had something happen to them, they're gonna be like, all right, hold up. Exception to that, children. I'm gonna tell you straight up that I've never seen the Navy be on some like real bullshit with somebody's kids, or their wife or something like that. I've never seen that before because it's their kids. And if you're not straight with your household, how can you be straight for the Navy? You know what I'm saying? So most people that got some sense, supervisors, managers with some sense, they gonna tell you to take whatever time you need off, and then let us know. Let us know if something come up. Let us know what we can do to help, and they're gonna support you and stuff like that. But for all the other family members, oh, my brother graduation, my sister graduation, like you're gonna have to compromise at some point. You know what I'm saying? To get that you got family and stuff like that. But after a while, they're gonna be like, all right, look, you're gonna have to choose which thing you can attend and which thing you're not gonna attend because you can't be present for everything, And I just want you guys to know that, and it's not like people don't give a damn, but at the same time, let's say you got your second aunt that died or whatever, and you want to go to the funeral. It's not always a guarantee that you're gonna go to it. People be thinking that funerals mean that you definitely get a chance to, take leave and stuff like that. I mean, unless it's like your father, your mother, your grandmother, or your sibling or something. If it's like, damn, my third cousin died. I mean, if they can support it, they might let you take leave. But sometimes they're gonna be like, damn, man, I'm sorry to hear that, but we can't let you take leave right now. And for some people that's real shocking because they like it's a death in my family and I can't take leave. That's kind of jacked up. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the Navy cares, but it's a but. And that but is it affecting the mission? Can this guy support? How close of a family member are they to you? All these different factors and stuff like that. And then and you got to understand, some people be abusing that. You know what I'm saying? Some people they got 3, 4 different grandmoms that died, and they be getting free leave and free time off to go and just chill. You know what I'm saying? And they don't be really going on funerals. So some supervisors they gotta like let me do a case by case basis because I don't really know, man. So hopefully that makes sense before I go on the comments. Then for my next one, I'm gonna touch more in detail with some of the things Phoenix talked about. All right, let's see. All right, what Navy benefits provide for family members that have disabilities or help? Well, it depends. If you got family members on your page two with disabilities and stuff like that, they have a program called the Exceptional Family Member Program. And like with that right there, it is basically a program where they provide resources and benefits depending on like what disabilities your family have, So hopefully that answers that question a bit. But they have to be on your page two. When I say page two, they have to be like your no shit bona fide dependents list. Let me see. Are there any kids that are considered your dependent? Are there any for kids that are considered your dependent? Of course. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So as soon as like your kids are like on your list as dependents, like they got a whole bunch of benefits, education benefits, like benefits that really get pulled towards you for having them as your kids. For instance, like COLA, BAH, of course, like medical and dental stuff like that. Um, and then a whole bunch of education stuff, man. All right. But doesn't the Navy looking at the background of the situations like pull reports as to bring uh, obituary for proof? Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes people get AmCross messages shipped over to the Navy and stuff like that. But then sometimes, some people, they don't ask for that information. They just take the word of mouth and stuff because there's just too much stuff going on. And then sometimes people be like really abusing that type of stuff. So yeah, they do. But the Navy don't conduct an investigation to see if people telling the truth or shit like that. We got bigger fish to fry than that. You know what I'm saying? All right. So for this next and last one, is this the last one? Yeah, it is. All right. So for this last one is something I was mentioning in Phoenix, but it's still important. All right. So for this last one, you're expected to be an adult. You are expected to be an adult, and so I got a list of things I'm gonna read off the paper for. All right, so being an adult, right? So the Navy expect you to pay your bills, to save money, to like buy a car and house and all that stuff, take care of your family, to do stuff like pay your taxes, pay your debt, to have a plan for your family members, all those things. They expect you to do those things. So they expect you to be an adult pretty much because that's all being an adult is. All those things I talked about. Right. So Phoenix asked earlier about plans for like you know uh, having somebody take care of like your children and stuff like that. Like I'm gonna go back to this one. So it says, would it be best for people with children to find a trustworthy friend or take them to a school year, take them for the school year, and then bring them down for the summer like a rotation? So sometimes that could be something that Navy is like expecting you to make a decision on. Because if not, then I mean, what's going to happen with your children, right? So that's a civil matter, but they're expecting you to be able to manage that. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to your kids, like whether the kids have a babysitter or a legal guardian taking care of business, so you can come to work and fulfill your military duties. You know what I'm saying? So for me right now, like where I'm at in Great Lakes, I have dependents, and I mean I have to have a family care plan for the most part. But my family care plan is they're with their mom. so I don't have to have a real whole bunch of stuff. But everybody at the command, if they have dependents, they have to have some kind of plan for their family, right? The Navy is expecting us to be adults and all those things, man. So like if I didn't have that in place, then and you know what? I just noticed like that example that Justine just asked about. That's kind of my situation because my boys they are in like Texas right now, and they come here for the summer. You know what I'm saying? So they come here for the summer, and once the summer is over, they go right back to Texas and stuff. So it's sort of the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So and like I said, somebody earlier asked about like debt and stuff. Can I join with debt and stuff like that? Some people do join with debt, but while you're in, they be expecting you to pay that debt now. You know what I mean? Right? And then that's an integrity piece too. You borrow money, pay that money back, right? But that's gonna hit you in the long run if you keep a lot of debt because it start affecting things like a security clearance and stuff like that. And then like you don't want to end up in a situation where you hurting for money and then some organization or somebody can bribe you to do stuff like steal secrets or crazy shit like that if like they'll pay you like 30-40,000 pay off all your debt if you could just share a picture in a classified space or something like that. Like what happened to those two dudes who got in trouble for espionage, or that chief that got in trouble for espionage. So like don't make yourself a liability, man. Pay off your debt and stuff like that. Right? And if you got debt, that's fine. People have debt. But if you're not paying it, that's a problem. You know what I mean? If you don't have a plan to pay it, that's a problem. But hopefully that helped, man. Hopefully some of the stuff that I said in this live stream help you guys, man. I know you guys asked a gang of questions, and I hope I answered most of them. If I haven't, you guys can always reach out to me on social media, and I'll be happy to answer your questions when I got time, man. Hit me up on Instagram at deckplate_tone. All right. Also hit me up on Twitter, man. Hit me up on X, man. I keep on putting that X. I don't know why I like doing it. But it's tone_IM. All right. You guys are Redditors, man. Hit me up on Reddit at vivid_release 4650, man. I do read all my messages and stuff. I read all my comments and stuff on YouTube and stuff as well. It takes me a little bit longer, but I do that. All right. And shout out to you guys who joined the stream. Shout out to everybody who's going to be on the replay and stuff like that, man. I really appreciate you guys, man. It's 23:13 right now, and I didn't think that anybody would join the stream, but you guys did, and I really appreciate that, man, for real. Someone's messaging me like, hey, you doing a stream tonight? I'm like, damn, yeah, I guess I am, man. My dog's been trying to keep me from doing it, man. Hey, I appreciate you, Phoenix. Thanks. I try, man. I try. Thanks for the stream. I sent you an Insta DM. All right, I got you, Turtles. I got you. Phoenix, shout out to you. Hearts to you all the time. All right. Everybody else, thank you. All right, we out here. All right. Jacob Hill, shout out to Ryan Jander, man. This guy, Ryan, he joined earlier, man. In the future, man, Ryan, let me pull him up. All right, in the future, me and Ryan, we're going to do a little bit of something, man. We're going to do a little bit of something. This is my guy, Ryan, right here, man. We're going to do something in the future, man. Me and Phoenix might get together at one point, do something in the future. And then anybody else who want to link up, get together, man, just let me know, man. All right, let's see. Damn, it's oh, yeah, because we ahead. Yeah, but I'm telling y'all, man. Yeah, we gotta. I think this is a pretty good stream today, man. It's a good turnout. Really appreciate you guys, man. I hope that some of the information I put up helps. Oh shit! The last thing I want to talk about. All right, I want to go back to pay for a moment, right? All right, we talked about your pay. All right, your money doesn't always look like a lot of money, right? But I wanted to touch on this. All right, so I'm gonna share this right here. We talked about the McPon. This guy right here, he he's trying to get more money in the pockets of those who like are lower ranks right now. So for the people with lower ranks, he's like, look, man, give them BH, right? He's speaking to Congress and stuff like that. So he's speaking to Congress, and he's like, yo, these guys, like, they making what, $15 an hour? They ain't shit, right? Give them some BH to go with that. So now in the BH realm, they got all this extra money. So the Navy must provide unaccompanied housing to sailors with ranks E4 and below. All right, so that's what he said. So what that's gonna do for you guys, man, that's gonna put more money in your pockets for E4 and below. I hope that happens. Honestly, I don't even mind taking a hit on my basic salary for that to happen. Because at the end of the day, I mean, it's not that serious at the end of the day. But it would make it easier for a lot of people to join if they could get that. Because I'm telling you, that would be like an extra few thousand in people's bank accounts every month. Every month, I'm telling you. All right, but hopefully that makes sense to you guys, man. That's all I want to really say. That part there, man. I just think that people need to be aware of that. Keep on following that, man. Right? Keep on. If you guys don't watch CNN or nothing like that, that's cool because I don't either. But keep on putting your ear to the streets when it comes to stuff like Navy money, finances, and all that stuff, because that stuff means something. You know what I mean? When it comes to like anything pertaining to like your pockets, your savings, your this, your that. Even if you're not well read on money and stuff like that, educate yourself, get your financial education up. You owe it to your family to do that, if not you. All right. Also, I recommend. Let me just make this one last recommendation. Then I'm gonna leave y'all. All right. We talked about this book, Investing for Dummies. Right. If you guys are using whatever, like you want to spend your bonuses on whatever, and you want to invest money and stuff like that, try to like before you start making investments and shit and losing money, learn something about investment. But then also get this book right here. I'm telling you, get this book right here. All right, it is called this right here. All right, let me see if you guys can see the screen. All right, get this book, and it'll change your life, man. You guys see this? All right, get that book right there, man. The Richest Man in Babylon. This book, it's a good book. It's a thin book. I mean, not a whole bunch of pages in it, but it's a hold on. Yeah. That book right there, man, it'll change your life, man. Especially if you in the Navy and stuff like that, you're dealing with like money and stuff. It can be a little bit of a challenge because it can be a little bit confusing because we get money from everywhere. And I'll tell you, if you don't have good financial education, you're gonna burn through that money like nothing. Especially if the more money you get, the more problems you get. For you guys that are getting all the bonuses and stuff, get that book, man. I'm telling you. All right. And I don't have anything else. Thank you guys. Hold on, let's see. All right. Hey, shout out to you, Digital Nomad, man. Thank you for the compliment, man. Man, I tried, man. My latest video, man. Oh my God, it's been taking forever to finish that video. Jesus, man. Lord have mercy. My latest video I'm editing on now, man. It is taking a long time because it's just so tough to do. I need an editor. That understands the way I edit and stuff like that. That's hard. But the video gonna come soon, man. I appreciate your guys' patience. I appreciate your support 100%, man. And I think that's it for me, man. All right, so I'm gonna get ready to go. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on X, and we can talk about it. All right. Thank you for everybody, man. Thank you for everybody joining the stream, man. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. No further entries. This page, Tony Tone is out.